NRDC is driven by our mission, safeguarding the Earth. We've worked on air quality issues for 40 years. Now, climate change is absolutely central to what we do. We're looking at some of the most challenging issues facing the planet: curbing global warming, reviving the oceans, reducing toxic chemicals in our daily lives.
At NRDC, we think of ourselves as pragmatic, hard-hitting advocates. We are willing to do what it takes in different areas to make progress.
We litigate to vindicate our members' rights, no matter who's defending the other side. Who owns the air? We all breathe the air. A company should not be able to spew pollutants in the air and not clean it up.
People are very concerned about energy policy in America, and they are also concerned about where the energy is being generated.
American Municipal Power is a company in Ohio which was proposing a very large conventional pulverized coal plant.
This was the first major coal-fired power plant to be proposed in Ohio in over 20 years. The concentration of coal plants is horrible for the people that live here locally.
We have astronomical cancer rates. They call us Cancer Alley. And the deaths that people are dying from are directly attributable to coal. So to build more here is completely absurd.
A number of other environmental organizations said, don't bother with this one. There's no way to beat a coal plant in Ohio. We decided we need to do it. We need to take it on.
AMP sponsors scrap the plant. They're not going to build the plant. So that's many, many megawatts of coal-fired power that will never see the light of day.
It's very inspiring to know that we have the ability to help people who struggle with these issues day in and day out in a state like Ohio. One of the things every single one of us does is we eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. How much do we think about where does that food come from? What's the impact of the agricultural system that creates that food?
The Stewardship Index is a collaboration amongst the growers, the food buyers, the public interest organizations to publish a yardstick, a common system for measuring sustainability.
Although directed more to the farmers than the consumer, it is sort of like a label on your farming techniques. Your fertilizer, herbicide, pruning choices. What is the impact of that on the air, on the water, on your community?
We're looking at farm inputs, greenhouse gases, waste on farms. It's just everything that goes in and out.
We're not going to solve the problems of climate change, water scarcity, toxic chemical proliferation without agriculture being part of the solution.
The greater Yellowstone ecosystem is a magnificent place. The most profound threat that it's facing right now is from climate change.
Wish you the best of everything.
Climate change here in Yellowstone is having devastating impacts on the major food source that drives the health of this particular grizzly bear population.
And in the late summer, early fall, Yellowstone grizzlies head up into the high country to gorge on whitebark pine seeds. Due to climate change, mountain pine beetles are now able to survive at higher elevations where they're decimating whitebark pine trees. It's climate change affecting the landscape, affecting Yellowstone right before our very eyes.
NRDC has been very involved in efforts to save the whitebark pine. We've petitioned to have the species listed as an endangered species under the Federal Endangered Species Act.
Our work on whitebark pine and grizzly bears helped put Yellowstone grizzlies back on the endangered species list.
For you, underneath the living, breathing sun.
Nature has a great ability to rejuvenate, replenish, restore itself. But whether it's pesticides or it's development or it's emissions from power plants, we've got to take that pressure away because we depend on nature and we can't survive as a human race if natural systems don't prevail.
Our mission is to deliver the clean energy future. That means making sure that we have the policies in place that are going to create the opportunities for clean energy technologies to win in the marketplace.
It's standing up and being counted. It's in effect about witnessing. It's about saying out loud and in public and in places where people have to listen to you, not only what you see going on, but that what's going on is wrong, that it's illegal, and that it's immoral, and it needs to stop.
Given the issues that we know are out there, given the scientific challenges of environmental degradation, how can we not be part of this fight?
You have to be an optimist. You have to believe that you can actually make changes. And I'm confident that we can, because I look back at NRDC's 40-year history, and I see a system of environmental protection that's literally unparalleled in the world.